I love doing that. Oh, except it totally blurs out the camera. Sorry. Hi guys. First of all, she has red hair. Is it the best dye job ever? No, but she does have red hair. I am gonna try to fix it today because there are some good spots that I missed. I purposefully kept these front pieces blonde, but I think I kept too much blonde. Like I should have just kept like maybe this, like these like front bangs blonde and then dye the rest of this red. It is 7 in the morning. You're gonna come along with me as we like get ready for everything for Louis. Hey guys, so it is 7:53 and we need to leave like now. I got 2 this time because I'm not messing around. Hey guys, watch me lose my mind while also making the entire house smell like hair dye. Eat your brains. Hey guys, so I'm done applying the dye. We're gonna wait 20 minutes till I rinse it out. I'm gonna try to get the dye off my hand. The amount of like chemicals that are like wafting into my lungs right now. Okay, that's better. I literally couldn't breathe. Time to rinse the red. I can already see some spots that I missed and I'm like, I'm not doing it again. I'm gonna rinse. I'll see you guys in a sec. Got out of the shower, my hair's so wet. I'm gonna style it right now. Hopefully I get enough time to do this, my makeup. I already have my outfit picked out, everything. For me, everything's going good. For other people, they're stressed the fuck out. So I'm just trying to keep zen. So let's hope everything goes good. Anyways, I'll see you guys after I style my hair. Hi guys! Oh my god! Look at my hair! I'm obsessed. I'm fucking obsessed. Look at... Oh my god. Hey. Girl. My hair! So this is the top. And then I'm wearing these bootcut jeans. I'm gonna wear these boots on the bottom. So yeah, I think Adriana's here, or she's like almost here. Oh my god, you guys, we're gonna go see Louis. Like what the fuck? We're gonna see Louis? What is life? Okay, Adriana's here and I want to record her seeing my hair.
I'm obsessed.
Hey. And my hair's red.
I know, bitch, I'm obsessed.
There's like parts I missed,
so
but like
cute.
my roommate who's like, it goes like,
yeah,
it goes.
I love it. I'm
I
here.
literally changed my jeans like 5 times because I was like, they have to be perfect.
You want my like my sweatshirt?
Manifesting.
Where?
It doesn't look. Do you want to hold the vlog camera?
Wait a minute.
Because usually she's driving.
I know, you're so right. I'm always
literally
driving.
the first time I've driven. Like, I'm so serious. I think every time we've ever been in the car together,
That's so funny.
driving. Like,
I just like driving.
like when? No, literally.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're driving.
The
right
first
now.
time we met, you were driving.
Oh, I picked you up from the streets of Inglewood. Show the fit.
Hey.
Oh my god,
It isn't
slay.
complete, but
Yeah, it will
the fit's
be.
going.
Oh my god, what a slay.
It's a dress moment.
Yes.
Alright, switched. In the correct spot.
Yeah, period.
Because this shit was not working. My best life in the backseat.
Period.
Show us the backseat. Welcome to Jules' backseat. We have this fun little Conan poster that's just chilling back here. We have the steering wheel. What even is this called? Steering wheel cover that kind of got abandoned. And just a single shoe? Like, does this even?
I'm dead.
It's like, is there another shoe? I really don't know. Tune in later to find out if we found the other shoe.
Dramatic scene for me.
This is where the pole hit me.
Oh my god, guys, we're in Adriana's car. Let's see what's in her glove compartment.
Don't look at that.
We almost wrecked.
Fine.
Exposed. Thank you for watching this skit. filmed by Ella.
Heaven won't be the same.
We're the Powerpuff Girls right now.
This shouldn't have let you know. With the clementine, I've seen the sun and earth.
How are you doing, Ella?
I'm doing great.
How are you doing, Adriana?
I'm doing great.
I'm It's a little hard to walk in the That's okay. It's worth it. We hear the screams. Y'all running. Oh shit.
No.
Everyone with food and so jealous.
How are we doing, guys? How are we doing?
We're doing so good.
There's the screen.
Here.
Dude.
We're here and we're queer. I feel so tall. Jules. Oh, come here. Get in the picture.
Dude, I fucking saw Louis. I have so many. I wish I stayed behind, because if you stayed behind, you got to be like by the bottom, and that's
Yeah.
why I was like, taking pictures. Hi, I'm Ayla, by the way.
Welcome to the premiere. All those voices. Yes, let's go. Can we start off by like giving ourselves a giant round of applause right now? So many of you have come from so far. And we're here together in this one room.
That was us.
This documentary is one. And that's really special. We're never going to be able to do this again together, so it's pretty cool. So let's do an exercise. Look to your left, and then look to your right, and introduce yourself to whoever's next to you, and then look behind. Everybody give it up for Louis Tomlinson. Hello.
It's a bit West Side, yeah.
I feel distant, but it's fine.
Yeah, it's a funny setup, really, isn't it?
You know,
Boy band.
one of the things I was thinking when Chris was talking was, making a documentary about something that doesn't necessarily have a beginning and an end, right? Well, there's a beginning, yes, but there's really no end, right? Because we're doing a documentary at a time in your life where we're very much, I wouldn't even say middle, like depending on how you want to like break it down. Is that challenging at all?
I will say there was a moment where we'd started making the film, but I think when we all speculated what the end might look like, we needed some success with that and some proper success. So actually, it wasn't that it put more pressure on the whole thing, but it made it more fulfilling when I did get the great success that I had last year with Faith in the Future and the tour. So yeah, it all worked out in the end, lucky enough.
Very much an incredibly intimate, honest look, and a way that nobody's ever seen you before. How much footage is actually documented and kind of looked through before we get what we're about to watch today?
I ain't got a clue, like.
A lot. No, again, like I was saying before, what's really tough is I've had so many messages about why isn't this city in the film? Why aren't I in the film? You interviewed me here, and all this with all the fans, and it's what we were trying to do wasn't a tour film of going here we are. So you've got to tell a story and tell a narrative thing, and so it's you're trying to find the tone and the sort of feel of it, and within that, my editor Pablo is amazing. He's just very black and white. He's very good at cutting things down, because I could sit and procrastinate over it for ages, and he's like, no, we got to lose that. Like the Far From Home festival wasn't in the original cut, and but purely in a narrative-based thing, not because it wasn't amazing footage or anything like that. And so that's why it's been nice to be able to revisit it and put it in the film now for you.
When you watch this movie for the first time, or even during the process of filming it and editing it, do you discover anything new about you?
Do you know, it's a really strange thing to watch, funnily enough, because, you know, I'd say the first 6 or 7 edits that I saw, I was looking at it in a very clinical manner. And it wasn't until it was kind of all signed off that I really took it in for what it was, you know. And actually, even just to relive some of those moments for me, or at least it's thought-provoking and it takes you back to the memory. And sometimes that's hard to do just based off the memory. So watching kind of some of that old footage and how I felt at that time, definitely like makes me really proud to be sat here on this stage today, definitely.
I mean, I always think... It must be strange because obviously the film's entertaining and it means something to you, but the thing that I have to, it's his life. And so if you're watching your own life play out, it must be quite bizarre.
It's hectic, yeah, it is a funny thing. And also, you know, you've got an idea of, I think kind of what was nice about this film really was both of us spoke early on and we wanted to make something as honest as we possibly could. So with that, you know, as long as we were on...
Did you set any goals before you started this process?
Say that again?
Did you set any goals before you started the process and let cameras in?
No goals. It was just the goal was there was nothing it was like nothing is off the table, you know what I mean? We're just going to shoot everything. I can ask any question or we can do anything. And because obviously a lot of it is very personal. But again, to have the freedom and the trust to do that and us to shoot everything, and then at the end we can revisit it and make a decision if it should be in or not.
Now, like where are you at today?
Fucking hell, that's deep. This is it now. This is it. Yeah. I don't know. I suppose we'll have to wait and see. But we've done a lot of good shit together, to be fair, lad, haven't we? Yeah.
I mean, I'd like for us to do other things and. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Okay, now. Do I have to answer here and now?
Put you on the spot, please, sir.
Whatever you want, Charlie.
What was the hardest part of this documentary to go back and rewatch? Because honestly, like consuming it for the first time, fresh, I learned a lot of new stuff about you, and I thought I knew a lot about you already. But I got an insight into your family and into your life that I never thought I'd ever get before.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely, you know, of the 10 times I've already watched this film, they're definitely challenging moments to watch for me. But also, what was great about this film that, you know, we were brave enough to be that honest, and I think I'm lucky enough to have such an incredible family, and I think they come across incredibly well in that film. And that made me really proud, because I think it's a great advert for who my family are and the type of people they are, and that definitely made me feel really good, definitely.
You have incredible people around you. You were raised by incredible people. Your sisters are magnificent. They must be proud, right?
Oh, really proud. You know what? It was cool because, like, Daisy and Phoebe, my twin sisters, like, they're now at the age where it's not really very cool to be that nice to me. Well, they're nice to me, don't get me wrong, but, you know, like, they're a bit cool for school. So it was nice, actually, just hearing, you know, my family talk.
I think the thing that's nice about the film as well is that there was, like when we're on the boat at the end and you're talking about the year and about, you know, the tour and how special it is and all that. Like, the thing that's nice is it's now, it's captured, it lives in history, you know what I mean? And when you're old or when, you know what I mean, it'll live forever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, also, you know, there is a certain level of emotional intensity to this film, naturally, just because of the story. So it's for that reason that, you know, Freddie won't watch it straight away. Because I wouldn't want him to worry about me, I wouldn't want him, you know, etc., etc. But one day when I show him that film, that's amazing for me to be able to have that footage and be able to share those moments.
I was wondering that. Like, this is a beautiful... You are bad influence. What is going on? We've been gathering a bunch of fan questions from all over the world, by the way, literally from every corner of this planet. Let's take a trip to Hollywood real quick. We have a friend here who would like to know, where is it easier for you to find inspiration for a song, shifting gears from this documentary to music?
I suppose, I mean, I've been trying to write a little bit more imaginative at times, but for me, my bread and butter, I find it much easier to write from self-experience, really. Sometimes that limits you, because you're limited then by your own experiences, but for me, I'm mostly inspired creatively by people and human stories, you know, in the same way that you wanted to get into this. It's a similar kind of thing, really.
So, when you're crafting new music, are you crafting new music?
I've recently just started, yeah.
Are you creating music off of other stories or your own?
The majority have been my own, but some of the lyric is less direct, so it's maybe not quite as specifically about me, but you like that? Okay, good. Yeah, do you know what? I felt really fulfilled. The last couple of writing sessions I've done have been really, really good. So yeah, I'm just excited in general. The confidence that last year gave me, you know, there's definitely times in my career where I wondered, would I ever feel that confident or feel that fulfilled from doing this? So for me now, like, the sky's the limit. I didn't expect to feel like this. So yeah, I just feel really good about what's to come, basically.
How is this documentary that we're about to watch giving you new confidence?
Well, I think, you know, as I said before, when I watched it for the first time, where it wasn't in like a clinical matter, and I could watch it kind of, you know, as you guys would, I thought it was pretty brave. I thought it was pretty honest, really, and to kind of put myself out there like that. So that makes me proud, and I think definitely looking back, that'll make me proud.
Let's take a trip to the UK. Her name is Tina. She would like to know if you could meet 16-year-old you and give him one piece of advice. What would that be?
That's a big question, isn't it?
That's a good question.
I feel like I always answer the same, but it's the truth. Just trusting your gut, you know, because especially for me as a younger lad and getting into the music industry, you've got no experience, so you've got no experience to go off. So all you've really got is the way that you feel about a certain idea creatively, and if it sits right in your gut, then go with it. If it doesn't, then don't, and be bold enough and brave enough to make the right decisions by yourself.
Do you remember the point in your life where you decided to trust your gut? It's like easier said than done, and not everybody's always there.
Do you know what? It's always been relatively instinctive to me, but as I've said before, the lack of experience sometimes, especially when you're younger, and as I was getting into this, that will make you question your gut. You know, especially when you've got people around you who've been working in the business for 15, 20 years, you kind of, you know, you really look to them. But actually, especially as an artist, you've got to look inward and work out who you are as an artist and kind of put that out there.
You say something very early in the documentary about One Direction turning into a band that all of you didn't want it to be. Can you describe what that band is?
Ooh, you love a little controversial question, you Zach, right? Do you know what? No, I think it just got to a point where I don't know really. There was a time where, you know, like, and I think we'd all agree with this in hindsight. You know, there was like a couple of different tour buses, so we weren't all traveling on the same bus, or some of us had different dressing rooms, and I think, you know, in the eye of the storm, sometimes it's hard to kind of see those moments for what they are, and I think, you know, like the dressing rooms, for example, I can remember when that came around, and it was because a lot of people had different friends or family, and sometimes our one dressing room would be absolutely packed. So there was a very nice and honest reason for why, you know, we all had our own. But in the end, it kind of creates an atmosphere, you know. So, but I think that was like a moment in time. So with that, although that brought its own pressure, I always quite like to be that guy. In the nicest way, sometimes I do quite like to be disruptive like that. So it was kind of fun like that.
How do you apply that to your own life?
Say that again.
How do you apply that disruptiveness to your own life now?
Is that right? Is that right? Yeah, I don't know. I'll let you speak for a minute.
All right, let's take a trip to Italy. This is from Vittoria. She wants to know, what's your favorite thing about your relationship with your Louis? Your friend.
Well, for a start, I think this film did a brilliant job of kind of, because it's a really hard thing to capture that. You know, I try my best to explain to friends, family, anyone who will listen basically about the relationship that we've got. But it's a hard thing to articulate, really, and that's why I think the film is great, because you really get a feel for that phrase that I often use with us, of that codependency, you know, and the elevation of that idea, and especially those, you know, those live shows, you know, I really do feel like that is a collective intention, definitely, and you feel that in the room. So I think what makes me most proud, other than the obvious things of like the immense dedication, is the relationship that we've got. Definitely, that feels special to me.
Are the voices you're referring to the voices of the fans, or are the voices you're referring to in the title, whose voices are they?
I think it could be taken either way. I mean, it's a lyric from Bigger Than Me, but I think it could be taken either way. You know, it's all the voices
Trying so hard, but can't seem to succeed.
Oh, this is going to be really annoying advice, but just keep doing it, keep trying, and you know, it's definitely a lot easier said than done. But you know, good things take a lot of hard work, and sometimes, you know, you do have to pick yourself up over and over again to get what you want. So, or at least that was my story. So, yeah.
Consistency is key. Let's take a trip to Colombia, and let's hear from Sophia. She would like to know, what is the most important message that you wanted to show the world with AOTV?
I think honesty. I think it was important for me to have a real, true reflection of who I am. And you know, I've seen quite a few different films like this before, and sometimes they'll feel a little bit glossy and a little bit make-believe. So I think it was important for me, and what makes, I'm sure, both of us proud, is that there does feel like there's a real honesty to this, because there is a parallel world where this film comes out and it isn't that, you know, and it serves me in a different way, and it puts me in this light that I want to be perceived by. But actually, I thought it was more powerful to be honest. Because let's be honest, you guys know me pretty well by this point.
There's power in honesty, and when you're honest, you do strengthen and deepen a relationship. And I feel like that's what's go out and get to know your fans, and also see the relationships that have been built within the community.
I love that shit. You mean like people who've like met
Oh,
through...
friendship!
I love that.
Are you lovers or friends? Are you friends? Good lovers never say never. You know, good love starts as best friends. You get to actually feel it and see it and experience it.
Yeah, and I spoke about this before, you know, a lot of the music industry is built on, or not built on, but there's a lot of question marks, there's a lot of mystique, you know, you get a lot of false promises about ABC and all this, and what's great about the live show is it's very literal. I play a song and I hear a reaction from the crowd, and that simplicity in a job that isn't that simple, it's beautiful, that, definitely.
And it really, I mean, so many incredible memories are formed at those shows, and so much come from it.
Definitely, and that's and it was another thing about the film, really. You know, when I'm performing, of course I'm present, I'm there doing the show, but it's not as if. The point I'm making is, it was really nice to watch the film and actually relive some of those live moments, because it's so. Almost out of body when you're in that space. So actually just to be able to relive it, and almost like as a fan, definitely was really fulfilling.
It's special. And I think it's time for us to relive it right here, right now. Please, give it up. All those voices.
Oh, we're standing.
I fucking love this. All right, enjoy the film.
Thank you. Watch the documentary.
Enjoy the film.
If it broke down, we want Louis VIP meet and greet. The fuck? Because we're missing it. We're actually there.
I feel like Sunroom left.
I think they
Let's say that was like maybe this is the start of the end. The more you kind of start thinking, well, maybe this isn't gonna last
navigation. Today, we're from France. We've been kidnapped for 15 hours. Some people.
Years that fucking that maybe but honestly I fucking love it. It's about getting to as many places. Having now heard the second record, he's on his path now, you know, and he's processing, looking around. Like, this is all I fucking ever wanted. Tonight was the fucking pinnacle of that idea. It feels like me fucking life just flashed before my eyes on stage. And I'm taking everything in. I'm thinking about that first fucking X Factor. I'm thinking about like the first time I went out and did a live show on my own. And then I just feel blessed, man. I do just feel like blessed. Yeah, I do feel like I deserve this. And that's somebody told me I could
All of those voices, all of those choices. I don't hear them anymore.
So I just found out that my album Date for the Future was
Guys, today was crazy. It's been an eventful day. And there's like no service here.
Hey, pick it up.
What are we doing McWitty in front of Louis?
Yeah. We're both
Have a conversation. You like take a picture and I'm like,
Slay. You're next. Go. You're like, oh my god, Slash. Oh my god, yes. Oh, we love it. Oh my god, cute. Oh, I love that. What a slay. Oh, he's like, oh, thanks. So much. Oh my god, have a good night.
Adriana, how are you doing? I'm doing great now. We met Charlie. Me and Charlie, we're like this. We're sisters.
Yeah.